everyone, this is Professor Benjamin, and the objective of this video is to walk you through the political geography assignment that you will have due. So the assignment, depending upon the due date in what section of class that you will be taking with me, deals with gerrymandering. So it's a very important topic. The reason gerrymandering is a really important topic is because this is how boundary lines are drawn for elections, meaning that it's a way that people who are in political office can either stay in political office, or maybe they someone else plays a better game and then they are removed from political office. If you have questions about gerrymandering, because I'm not going to do a lecture in this video, but if you read the chapter, the textbook chapter, if you look over my PowerPoint and you look over my video lecture for the week, you'll find out a lot more about gerrymandering. There's also a ton of articles under the module that deal with gerrymandering as well. It is a huge hot topic and hot button issue because in 2019, the Supreme Court ruled that they will not be actually ever taking on gerrymandering cases. They pushed it back to the state level and said states have to learn how to deal with how district lines are drawn. Those district lines are drawn usually after censuses every 10 years, and where the boundaries are drawn on your state on where you go to vote and then elect somebody is really, really, really important. It's super important to learn how to do that and why it's so important. So here, if you look here, under the directions, we're going to read about electoral geography in your text and the additional readings in the session. I lecture about what gerrymandering is, so it's really important that you do that. And then you're going to use two different websites for this assignment today. You're going to use the redistrictinggame.org website to answer all of these questions, okay? Question number 9, we're going to use Game Test Theory, which is a different website. And then for all the rest of the questions, you can either use, you'll be using both the first link, the redistricting game, as well as additional readings and supplemental materials. So it's really important that you know that we'll be using two different websites, at least two different websites to answer the questions for this assignment. So the first website that I'm going to take you to is the redistrictinggame.org, and you're going to be, and if you notice here, the assignment is broken up into these different parts. Well, these different parts match the missions in this redistricting game. Okay, and if you look down here, I also give you a little extra reading material too. But I'm going to click on this, and you're going to see here the redistricting game pops up. And there's a little short video here that gives you a little background information. There's a lot of other stuff over here about gerrymandering and what that is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit play game. So you're going to click here, you're going to hit play game, and this site pops up here. This other page pops up. You're not going to be able to use basic and advanced because you can't play the game anymore. And the reason you can't play the game anymore is because Adobe Flash is no longer supported by anyone. So you can't play the game anymore, and that's why we're going to use a different website to play the game, okay, for question number 9. But I want you to look here under Learn More and Quotes, because these different missions are linked to each part of the assignment. So part 1 of the assignment goes with mission 1 of this game. And if you look here under Learn More, you'll be able to read about each part of gerrymandering. And there's all these wonderful tools and additional information, etc. And that's why I have you going to this website, because it houses so much great information about gerrymandering and how we push people together or break them apart into new boundaries so that they can elect either a Democrat or a Republican to as their representatives. And remember, it's really important because elections are not just based, especially at the presidential level, are not just based on popular vote. They're actually based upon who has the most votes by their representatives, okay? And so if you reach that 270, then you win the election. Even if you've won the popular vote, you know, it doesn't matter. And we've had two presidents. We've had Donald Trump lose the popular vote, and we also had George W. Bush lose the popular vote, but they both were presidents of the United States. And so it's really important for you to understand that besides the popular vote, there's another way that presidents are elected. And that is what this whole game is about, teaching you how how that other way works, how those representatives are elected to office, and then how they then elect the President of the United States. So super important. And so you want to click more, learn more under each one. Okay, and there's tons of information under here, and they all go towards the different parts of the game. So if I click here, part 1, the fundamentals, notice part 1, the fundamentals. And if you read more, you'll be able to answer these questions. So in this assignment, you can just read the question, answer the question. Write the question, answer the question. Type out the question, answer the question below. Okay, except for the 2 questions where I ask you an essay format here and here. Remember, these need sources and paragraphs. Okay, and this is where I need like paragraph format. All of the other questions, remember, you can have the question and then the answer below. Now, what about question number 9? Which type of gerrymandering did you use in level 1 and 2 of the game? And you need to use the game test theory website, because remember, again, if you click here on basic, you'll see that Adobe Flash is no longer supported, so you can't actually play the game here. So I had to find another place to play the game, and here it is. So you go to this gametesttheory.com website and you play the game. Okay, so you're going to actually, let's gerrymander, right? And they give you little scenarios that tell you like, well, look here, this looks like blue is going to lose the election based purely on the numbers 5 to 4. But what if we divide up the counties into 3 districts instead of the way it is here? How about we shorten the districts, and then we can actually have blue win. See, we can have blue win. So you're actually going to work this and try and play this game. Okay, you're going to get through 2 levels, and you're going to tell me, did you split up the households, or did you push them together to be able to accomplish your goal? Splitting apart is cracking, pulling people together is packing, and then what you're going to do is, once you're done it, so it's telling me here, help blue win. So I'm going to draw boxes to help blue win. Okay, I need to make sure that I have blue winning as much as I can, right? So I can have them, I can play kind of a game here or there, and then what if I do, remember, this is a bigger real life problem. It sure is. It's a huge problem. Is that, what if I do this? Will they win? Yep, see, I won. Is that I was able to do that. And then I hit, so you want to take a screenshot of this, that you won level 1, and then you would go to next. And then you would tell me, did you use packing or cracking there? There I used packing, I packed together. I would tell what I did in order to accomplish that goal. You're going to take screenshots and you're going to put it here. Okay, so show screenshots of both levels with successful completion. Not you actually playing the game, but that you actually won the game. You won, done the game. Okay, and so that is how you're going to do this assignment. So for question number 9, you're going to use the Game Test Theory website, but for all the other questions, you can use the Redistricting Game website. Okay, to answer the questions. And hopefully by the time you're done this assignment, you will learn a little bit more about gerrymandering. You'll understand where the term came from, how it came about, why it's so important to understand what gerrymandering is and how it plays a role, especially in presidential elections, and that you will be a more informed citizen for future elections. And so if you have any questions or concerns, as always, you're more than welcome to reach out and ask me for help. You can see here how I'm going to grade you on this assignment. It's really important that you include those screenshots and that your 2 essays are meeting the word requirement and having sources as well. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I hope you learn more about the political process during this assignment.